the services in the picture. All those are employed people. And here in my small speech, I also have those pictures there. I have those pictures. Therefore, I want to repeat what the minister said. Ugandans, wake up, work. The work, the wealth, the prosperity is in the 4 sectors: commercial agriculture, artisanship and manufacturing, services, and ICT. The capital to help you go into any of these sectors is already available in UDB, PDM, Emioga, etc. If the money which is there now is not enough, we can add more. But start. Now, the only remaining problem is corruption. As I said the other day, we are going to stamp out that corruption. It's really amazing how people do not see. NRA is a very, very powerful force. I don't know how anybody thinks he can play around with it. We are very soft. We use soft methods. We never force anybody. We always talk. I am like a pastor, preaching. Repent, you are going to go to heaven. But they don't know. I don't know why they forget that we have got a lot of capacity, a lot of power, which we shall use if necessary. I really can't get it. Because these corrupt people insult our heroes. The other day, we were in Mpenja celebrating Heroes Day. Now those heroes there in Mpenja, we were told there were 250 skulls of dead people. They are there in just that village. Now, in the whole of Uganda, we lost 800,000 people killed. 800,000. In LEERO, we gathered 30,000 skulls. There were 70,000. So, this sacrifice, that's how you are here, you fellows. Excellency President, Excellency Vice President, Right Honorable this, Right Honorable that, His Lordship this, all those powerful people, Honorable, I don't know what, they are all here. On the blood of our people. You heard them when we were in Mpenja, they were still talking about Akasimo, their small this and that. They sacrificed and we are here. But you come, you get a chance to lead. Instead of helping people, now you start taking away the little which could help them. This is really amazing. Now, in so doing, you delegitimize yourselves, Because you see, the Ugandans are very dangerous. When they see that you are not honest, they just leave you. But one day, they will get a chance to avenge on you. That's what happened with the groups we had here. When we got independence, all those young people, we are all young people. Mutesa was 39 years old, Obote was 35, Kakonge was 26 years old. They were all young people. Ibinjira, Necho, they were 28, they were all young people. Uganda was in their hands. Just free gift. But see what happened. Amin was 39, he was a young man. I was like their small brother was 18 that time myself. That's why I know all of them very well. But you could see how those young people messed themselves up and how they ended up. They lost legitimacy. So when we came on the scene, we had studied all this, and we could not afford this. Now, at that time, what we dealt with was the misbehavior of the army, because that was one of the biggest problems at that time. The army, Nantagambako, they have their one, this one, each of ours, Nantagambako. I don't know how you translate that. How do you translate it in English? The untouchable. The army was untouchable. But the Fronasa said no. For us, we can build a disciplined army. And we started, and the army was disciplined. Then in Semuto, 1982, two of our drunk boys went to the village and killed 3 villagers near Semuto. One of the boys was called Zabron. So they killed people in Semuto. That was really the boundary. Whether you NRA was survive or be written off by the people. So we arrested these people, these boys. Zabron, he was actually a good boy, but he's fond of drinking. I didn't know him well, but I had not heard anything very bad about him. So we tried them. And the case came to the High Command. The other day, the Right Honorable Speaker was calling me former Speaker, which of course I was for 10 years. But I was also a Chief Justice some time ago. So, in the High Command, we had somebody who had studied law at Makerere, a man called Jim Muez. Then he told us in the meeting that, you see, what killed the people in Semuto, Murule, the place is called Murule. What killed the people in Murule was not Zabron. It was the beer inside Zabron. So what do we do now? How do we separate the beer from Zabron? Because Zabron was a Chidomora carrying beer which made him kill people. So what do? We have to shoot those children, those young people. Shoot them in public. This is how the NRA was built. Because when we did that, the Baganda said, Bano Barnamazima. And that was the end of all this group. UFM of Kaira, because they were talking Buganda, they were in those things. The Wananchi could not listen because they had seen Amazima. Ntibano Barnamazima. These are the people of the truth. So therefore, I want you people, especially with the Africans, I'm very glad CJ is now talking of the alternative justice, which is really the indigenous justice. Because the justice of the wigs and all that, when you sit there, some of it is, for instance, with the African people, the problem of murder. You kill my brother, I must revenge. I'm duty bound to revenge or quarrel. Because if I don't, the spirits will kill me, of my brother. My brother's spirit, for whom I did not revenge, will go against me. So the only way you can escape revenge is Okaraba. You go back and, for the Africans, we have got restorative justice. It can be punitive, retributive, but it is also provides for restorative. To say, okay, please, don't revenge me. Let's sit down. One of our people killed your brother. Let us solve this. Like, for instance, I still have a date with the clan of the late Colonel Tengora Matudwogo. You remember he was killed by our soldier. I must make peace with the clan on behalf of the army. I must make peace with the clan. Otherwise, they would just keep quiet. You are powerful, you are President, Excellency, what? Yes. But they never forget. They never forget. So, when I went there, I said we are going to do, the Wanyankaro call it Okaraba. So, murder, rape, that is an unforgivable sin. It must be sorted out, must be fully accountable. Other things like fighting in the bar, what, they mix up things. There are things which are very serious. Murder, rape, corruption now. Corruption is very, 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 very dangerous. And don't involve me in your struggles with the commissioners and so on. Those are another matter. But corruption. So these three, murder, rape, must be fully accounted for and promptly. So therefore, we should be very careful with some of these concepts. Some of them foreign, but some of them distorted. Like bail. You emphasize bail. Why do you emphasize bail? Why don't you emphasize trial so that we get the truth? That's what you should emphasize. Because when you talk of bail, you are playing in the hands of the enemy. The Bajankweli will say, Akarare ichoro kimwe yagaruka. When the Bajankweli said that, we are finished. He spent one night and came back. There was nothing, in other words. So he would not see your justice. You're talking justice that freedom in the Constitution, what? That's not, that's a foreign concept. It's not our concept. Our concept is a dog that steals pays with its back. So you must handle it quickly and decisively. Those concepts are very dangerous because they separate us from the people. There is another one. There is another one which says, I can come to court and keep quiet. Really? I keep quiet. The Bajankweli will say, Ogrum Shumba, he is a thief, he has nothing to say. So I don't know how those people evolve those concepts. But please, here we should deal with our situation like we dealt with the issue of Zabulon. That's how the NRA was saved. Otherwise, we would have been finished. The Ugandan people would have lost confidence in us, and it would have been very difficult to recover. Because there we had a chance to show who we were, and we did it. And that's how the NRM was built up. So the NRM of today, please. First of all, I'm surprised that really people can dare what I hear, these ones. But who do these people think they are? We are going to smash them. We have the capacity. Now that they have attracted our, because me, I never concentrate on those things myself. But now that they don't listen, we advise, you have now attracted our attention, our full attention, you will see. We shall crush this treachery. This is really a betrayal, and we are going to finish it. Now, the borrowing. I'm glad the minister explained these newspapers with their radios, they create panic among you people. Debt. We actually had a very low debt level until Corona. Our debt GDP ratio before Corona was 30%. Very low, but some people pushed, and we found we had reached 40%. But I don't believe in borrowing. My view is that I don't believe in this borrowing. I believe in cutting our cloth according to our coat according to our cloth, and that's what we should be doing. Now, finally, the talk of external shocks. External shocks. Which one is now? That there was a war in Ukraine, and that you are importing wheat from Ukraine and Russia, and now you're going to die. Hey, but why don't you eat muhogo? You remember I said, why don't you eat muhogo? Why do you eat wheat in the first place? Me, I don't eat wheat. I don't eat rice. I have my foods. For the last 80 years, I have my foods. The only time I ate rice was when I was in Tanzania, fighting Yamin. So the external shocks, which one is now? Now, the only one we have is petroleum. That one we are still importing from outside. Very soon we shall have our own petroleum. So therefore, let's concentrate on our strength and stop all this diversion. With these few words, I congratulate the Minister of Finance. He has done it now very well. I have nothing useful to add. And I thank the Speaker for presiding over the meeting, and all of you for coming. Thank you very much.
Your Excellency, I want to thank you so much for fulfilling your constitutional obligation of delivering a successful budget speech. As legislature, we reiterate our commitment to apply its mandate in the realization of a progressive intention for the country and its citizens. And we still pledge that whenever we are needed, we'll be available to do whatever we are required to do. You have our unwavering support as legislature. Thank you so much for honoring our invitation.
Adjournment.
Once again, I want to thank you, Your Excellency, and Mama, and all the dignitaries that have been able to make to here. We want to thank you for honoring our invitation. We also want to request you, as we finish this special day of the President delivering the budget speech, national budget speech, we want to invite all our guests to Serena for an evening. You're most welcome, all of you. Honorable members, the House will reconvene tomorrow, Friday 14th, 2024, to designate members of the sectoral committees in furtherance to Rule 187 and 188 of the Rules of Procedure. The House will reconvene at 2 p.m. in Parliament. I now adjourn the House to tomorrow, 14th, at 2 p.m.
The anthems.
request that you remain